are underway from the Steel City as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there, a base hit. So the leadoff man is on here to get this one underway.
Well, hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. First batter of the game, he's all over this pitch and lines it to center field for a leadoff single to get things started.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anyway.
And Gardner will beat it out, safe at first base. Billy Butler will stand in, held hitless in the wild card game victory.
Yeah, and they wound up not needing him in that victory, but if they plan on making any noise in these playoffs, he's going to have to be a guy they lean on.
And he falls behind 0-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And Butler swings and misses. He's down on strikes for route number 1.
With the first two guys of the inning on base, that's a big strikeout there on their number 3 hitter. He'll probably get 3 or 4 more shots at it before this game's over, but he might not get a better RBI opportunity than that one.
Josh Reddick comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Holiday is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Carlos
Coming to the plate now, Carlos Santana. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And that's in there for strike 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone. He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Lewis pauses. Here's the 0-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Brewers strand a couple. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
I'll tell you what. This team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Matt Latos gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the Division Series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, when you talk about starting pitchers, he's one of the most consistent there is in the game. He's got a career ERA in the low 3s. I expect him to throw a good ball game here in this one.
And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, when you talk about one of the best arms in all of baseball, Josh Reddick absolutely possesses one of them. You just don't run on Reddick. We'll see if anybody tries in this one.
Brian Dingus comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Flipped out the other way towards short. And Rollins will throw him out, 1 away.
batting second.
Settling in now, Brandon Crawford. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. Hard liner to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Andrew McCutcheon takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. First pitch on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now on 2-0, we got a fastball count, and we got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Runners on first with one down. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And now third base coach Nick Leyva is going to wave him on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, we've seen a couple really good swings here early on. And that's a good one there, as this ball's going to plug the gap for two bases and give his guys the early 1-0 lead.
Here's Mark Reynolds. Turned on down the line. But this is foul for the first strike. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hamilton is after it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Ryan Ridley, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with two away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game, because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
A sliding attempted short, but he can't get a glove on it, and that should be a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Carlos Beltran steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with two outs.
Chopped toward the second baseman. Barehanded on the hop. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
John Jaso makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Number 5, John Jaso.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Bat explodes as this has popped up.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with two strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Standing in now, Jordany Valdespin. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Lewis into his motion, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. And with two away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring in the former MVP, shortstop Jimmy Rollins. Too high, 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
And that's another good pitch. Again, ideally, you want to get this guy so you have the pitcher leading off the next time around, but if you have to walk him and take your chances against the pitcher, so be it.
McCutcheon is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Matt Holliday set to lead things off when we come back. It's the Pirates 2 and the Brewers nothing. And there is Matt Holliday now. He'll be in to lead off here against Matt Latos.
Fielder, Matt Holliday.
Here's the first pitch to him. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, Holliday will head for second now. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double. Digging in now, A.J. Pierzynski, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gardner is there. He's got it one away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Batting ninth,
Colby Lewis stands in as the batter now, and with the runner already in scoring position and one away, he likely won't be bunting here.
Yeah, there's not too much reason to give up an out just to move him over to third. No outs would be a whole different story, obviously.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, and he fans on it at third. It's down the left field line. The throw home. The tag, and he is out at the plate on a strong throw by Gardner. Brian Dingus will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Brandon Crawford gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the buck. Back in Pittsburgh, we get a shot from the city across the Monongahela River. Try to say that 10 times fast. Matt Latos set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Billy Hamilton will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
And it was a nice at-bat, too, Matty. He looked really, really comfortable up there.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
And he'll just waste one there. 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McCutcheon has it in his tracks. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Brett Gardner will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail it here 2-0. Andrew McCutcheon digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Down the third baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single. Mark Reynolds is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Throw over to first. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. Latos has his target. First pitch on the way. And now the second pitch of the inning is popped up over on the left side of the infield. And Rollins is there to squeeze it for out number 2.
Well, we could hear him all the way up here in the booth. Just a big old... Well, that's what pop-ups will make you do.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And it runs up the arm of Rollins. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely. So a runner at first with 2 away. And here's the ever-dangerous Carlos Beltran. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one skied out toward right. Moving under it, Reddick. And that ends the inning. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches. Billy Butler is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
Well, when you have a guy like Country Breakfast in the middle of your lineup, you're going to see some big bombs and timely hitting. Let's see what he can do right here.
And Reynolds will look this one in for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both of these guys will get it up to over 90, as you can see. 94 for one, 91 for the other. Into the box, Josh Reddick. He flew out in his last at-bat. Lewis sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. So those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Carlos Santana is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory. And Matt Holliday is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Left fielder, number 7.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. So gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay.
A.J. Pierzynski.
A.J. Pierzynski is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Ripped down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Pirates, pitcher
Colby Lewis is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, he showed a little prowess with the bat last time, and they may have to pitch him a little bit tougher right here.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Pirates as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. John Jaso will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
And now a pitch swung on and lifted toward Holiday and straight away left. One gone.
Now batting,
Jordany Valdespin in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th. Striding into the box, Jimmy Rollins, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Out in front of it, strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Lewis gets the sign. 0-2 on its way. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So a strong start on the mound as Brian Dingus will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
the shortstop, number 35.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Pulled toward right center field. Reddick is camped under this one, and that's out number 2. Andrew McCutcheon will dig in here. 2 for 2 with a double thus far.
Yeah, and I like the at-bats he's had. Looking very confident and fluid at the plate, Matt.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air out toward shallow right. Reddick has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates, but they're on top 2-0. Matt Latos will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Lewis is ready. Here's the 0-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Billy Hamilton will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Another tough pitch and a tough call there. And he couldn't get him to bite again, so he's worked it from 0-2 to 3-2.
Lifted in the air to center. There to take it in is McCutcheon now for route number 2.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Brett Gardner stands in as he looks at a called strike. The 0-1 delivery. Grounded up the first baseline. Reynolds takes it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're still down. It's 2-0. Mark Reynolds will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates' half of the 6th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful. Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
First delivery to him on the way. Ryan Ridley is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Carlos Beltran will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And here's his swing and a miss as the count goes to 0-2 on Beltran. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Billy Butler will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he lays off the pitch up and in, ball 2. And a fastball in the air for Holiday and left. And he's got it for out number 1.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits. Both of them are singles. He's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Josh Reddick is at the plate as he watches ball one.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double. Carlos Santana will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Sent on the ground out to second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. John Jaso comes to the plate now, representing the potential tying run.
Well, if he gets a pitch to drive right here, you can bet that he's going to give it a rip. But at the very least, they need a productive AD out of him right here.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Too high. 1-2.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Ball 2.
Oh, the crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot, though.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. No runs, 3 hits. 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Ridley is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Matt Holliday steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Latos back to work as he gets ahead of the first man to greet him here. 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And there's a base hit. So a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Rollins. And now after that call at second, here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout as he apparently doesn't agree with the call. I believe the second base umpire is going to tell him that the drop occurred on the transfer, but that's not going to sit well with the skipper, so you can just about guarantee that he's going to have his say before he returns to the dugout. Colby Lewis will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Leto sets. Here's the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Here's the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Runner at first here, one man out. Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Well, that's a good idea right there. He goes with the pitch. He's not trying to pull it. Shoots this thing the other way. Just happens to be right at the right fielder.
Into the box now, Brian Dingus. This will pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike one. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. One hit, one left. We'll look ahead. Jordany Valdespin will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot down the line in right. His first homer here in the series, as the Brewers have cut the lead to 2-1 now.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog. And he drives it over the wall.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That home run a moment ago measured out at 427 feet. And Rollins goes after one here and sends it on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Ruben Tejada will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And here's a fastball called for strike one. 1 run, 4 hits. 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Way outside. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Billy Hamilton is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. The 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Brewers claw back just a bit on the solo home run. Charles Bolich is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Brandon Crawford will start out the inning here for the Pirates, to be followed by Andrew McCutchen waiting on deck. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 22.
Andrew McCutcheon will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Mark Reynolds will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. Now, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Now batting,
Ryan Ridley ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And a dive, but he's back in.
Keeping an eye on him.
Tap foul at home plate. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. Grounded to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. Carlos Beltran steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ballgame, Matt. I mean, you might...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Leading off the inning, Brett Gardner, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Adrian Bradshaw is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Brett Gardner, and they'll need him to get something going here. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Ridley is there, 1 away.
up next for Milwaukee.
Billy Butler will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Line drive to left, and that's down in front of Holiday for a base hit. Josh Reddick comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. The win would belong to Colby Lewis if our current score holds. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Back to first, a double play, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, these guys fought hard right to the end. They got the tying run on base here in the 9th, but they couldn't get any further than that as the double play ball brings this game to a close.
this one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And, guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Colby Lewis. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. In Game 1 of the NL Division Series, the Nationals starting pitcher, number 18, struck out 10 batters and earned the W, leading the Nationals past the Dodgers 7-2. They now lead the series 1-0 heading into Game 2. For Game 2 of the ALDS, Chris Sale allowed nothing in his complete game shutout win as the Bronx Bombers defeated Detroit 4-0. They've now tied the series at 1 going into Game 3. The Seattle Mariners defeated the A's in Oakland 7-4. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all postseason long.
After a hotly contested start to the series, what's in store for us here? It's Game 2 of the NLDS between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and remember that this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under your belts is especially important right here. If they can get a second win now, they could really give themselves a good chance to move on.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Pittsburgh Pirates.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's got some serious speed, and that's a dangerous weapon at any level. It wreaks havoc on opposing pitchers because there's so many ways to manufacture runs when speedsters get on base. So don't be surprised if you see him cause trouble out there in this one.
Ramon Brewer is on the mound for Game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch Andrew McCutchen out there in that outfield. Man, he can play. Does a lot of things defensively, can go get the ball, covers a lot of ground, and has a pretty darn good throwing arm as well.
Brett Gardner heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Number 12.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
First pitch, 7:06.
And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
And you know, these guys come in here off of a loss in Game 1. And maybe that's to be expected. Remember, these guys are the underdogs in this series. But if they have any designs on winning this series, that makes this Game 2 such an important game. You'd hate to go home down 2 games to nothing already. And knowing that you need to take 3 in a row to win the series, it just doesn't happen very often.
Into the box now, Billy Hamilton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And to be on the beach in Hawaii tonight. 43 degrees at first pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. to the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Well, he was a strike away from getting back-to-back punch-outs here to start the game, but he might have gotten just a little overconfident there as he leaves that one out over the plate, and it gets hammered for a one-out double.
And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
This is a good sign. Coming off a game where you only scored one run, to get on the board first here in the very first inning, that should help these guys relax a little bit and not make them feel like they've got a press up there.
Into the seats, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Carlos Santana set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Squared that one up just a little late. A runner on first with 2 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. This one skied out toward right. Beltran on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. We'll move on to the bottom half. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, Matt, one guy that's always worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. Does a lot of things right at the plate. Takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Hyunjin Ryu will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, in his last start, he didn't even get out of the first inning, but he got awfully lucky. Ended up with a no decision. Going to have to give him a lot more than one here in this one.
Brian Dingus comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Brian Dingus.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Reddick has a play. 1 out.
Batting second, the shortstop.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Fly ball out toward left center field. Gardner is there. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Andrew McCutchen will stand in, coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. If he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Chopped foul right at home plate. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Ryu's ready, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Mark Reynolds set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Running now is McCutchen. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And they will not get McCutchen here. He's in safely at second base.
Well, here's a situation where he's trying to do what he can to get that run back in the bottom of the first. And he helps out the cause by swiping second here.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field. And you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run home run for Mark Reynolds. His first homer here in the series, and it gives the Pirates a 2-1 lead. That pitch
pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Stepping in now, Ryan Ridley.
Ryan Ridley.
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that... John Jaso makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
John Jaso.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. That's by him for strike one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Into the box now, Ruben Tejada. As he'll swing and hit this one hard but foul off to the left and out of play. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Line to the right side, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Jordany Valdespin into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. First pitch coming, here it is. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They still trail. Carlos Beltran strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. Ryu gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. After it is Hamilton. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Into the box, Matt Holliday, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Gardner is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in steps their catcher A.J. Pierzynski. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. A A solo home run for A.J. Pierzynski. His first homer so far in the series, and it's given the Pirates a 3-1 lead.
Wow, after the first two hitters, this inning didn't look like it was going anywhere. But you talk to a lot of hitters, and they'll tell you if they come up with 2 outs and nobody on, that's where they get selfish and try to swing for the fences. And that's what he did right there and launched a solo shot with 2 outs.
Batting ninth, pitcher.
Standing in now, Ramon Brewer. As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Gardner is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Hyunjin Ryu set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. Brett Gardner will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
You just don't like to get beat on a fastball in that situation. I got to believe they'll go right after him again.
The windup and the 0-1. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He waited a pitch there before showing bunt. Sometimes that might back that third baseman up a step or two if he sees you're not bunting at the first pitch.
And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And a swing and a miss and another punch out here. 6 already. And that's out number 2. Billy Hamilton stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Brian Dingus digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hamilton is after it, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. Around second, he'll try for third. And he is into third base here with a leadoff triple.
You want to talk about throwing a pitcher out of his rhythm? This is the first pitch of the inning, and no one's going to run this thing down. So when the dust settles, this turns into a leadoff triple.
Brandon Crawford is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But, hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
Ryu comes set. Coming at him with the 0-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Crawford is retired, and there's 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrew McCutchen. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. That almost got him. Hits a ball and a strike. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Hard liner to center field, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third, and it's a 4-1 game. And he is into second base with an RBI double. Digging in now, Mark Reynolds, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. 0-1, here's the pitch. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And late reactions, and they got him. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Hit hard to short. Backhanded. Throw on to Butler is in time, and the inning is over. Pirates get 1 on the Andrew McCutchen double. Billy Butler will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
That one misses. It's 1-1 now to the Milwaukee first baseman.
Well, when you have a guy like Country Breakfast in the middle of your lineup, you're going to see some big bombs and timely hitting. Let's see what he can do right here.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Beltran over to his right. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, right
Josh
fielder.
Reddick is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swing and a little tapper that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Settling in now, Carlos Santana. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Carlos Santana.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And that's down in front of Holiday for a base hit.
And it had been a little while since they had any action on the base pass. He retired 10 in a row until that base hit right there. And now they're going to have to find a way to string a couple of these together.
Striding into the box, John Jaso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Circle change, too low, ball one. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ryan Ridley is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Ryan Ridley.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting.
Carlos Beltran is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Over to first, Ryu. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. Nobody out, runner on first. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. A dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Now a snap throw to first. And a dive, but he's back in. The 1-2 pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So a runner at first with 1 out now, and here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. First delivery to him on the way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now a snap move over to first, and the runner back safely. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Oh, he brought it back.
Wow, tough play.
A.J. Pierzynski stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
Here comes the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. And now third base coach Nick Leyva is going to wave him on home. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
And if you're going to work away with a 2-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner. So you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
Ramon Brewer will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy, and he is not afraid to work inside.
No.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But the Pirates get a run here on the RBI double. We played 4. It's the Pirates 5. Leading off the inning, Ruben Tejada, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And that's in there for strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. Jordany Valdespin comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th. Jimmy Rollins will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 11, Jimmy Rollins.
A cold strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up for wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Reynolds will tuck this one away in the inning. Alex Mesa is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Brian Dingus will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
The shortstop.
So one away here with the bases empty, and stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Not a swing born of a lot of confidence right there. And sometimes you get a little anxious at the plate. You get out in front a little bit, and then the ball just disappears on you, and you got nothing.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Andrew McCutchen stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to Butler takes care of him, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're up 5-1. Brett Gardner will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
A barehanded pickup. Billy Hamilton will dig in, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. Fastball, then this one runs in on him as he has to dance out of danger there.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
This is line to left. In there, a base hit. Billy Butler will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Hot shot to third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Now batting.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Josh Reddick. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches. So you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Carlos Santana will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Number 5, John Jason.
John Jason started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Holiday is under it. And that ends the inning. Mark Reynolds will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And another foul ball. Ready on 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Reynolds is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ryan Ridley steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Scorch to third. Santana's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the Pirates.
Carlos Beltran will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. 5 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Oh, that's well hit. Deep center field. Hamilton going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
You know, I wasn't quite sure where this ball was going to come down. You can see he just drives this one up into the night sky. During the daytime, maybe it's out of here, but at night, this one's going to bounce off the base of the wall, and he's able to cruise into second with a well-hit double.
And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now 6-2. A.J. Pierzynski will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out with a man at first. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
Yeah, sort of a pesky at bat up there. You know he'd just love to fire one more fastball by this guy and be done with this inning.
And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Ruben Tejada will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get back to the swing he put on the ball in his first at-bat. He got himself a nice solid line drive that just didn't fall.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball. Jordany Valdespin will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips. Now a fastball is swung on and tipped foul right near home plate. It's strike 1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's the 0-2. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Number 22 will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 22.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. Rich Hill will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home seventh.
Rich Hill.
Albert Pujols is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the seventh. Flying toward right center. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman
Brian Dingus stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Reddick is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
If you're going to go the other way with a pitch, you've got to be committed to it. You can't just have a lazy swing and pop the ball out to right field. That's not going to do you any good.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. And here's a pitch taken by Crawford for a ball, 3-1.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner. Joel Peralta will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. And here is Brett Gardner now. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And a strike to even the count, 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
And the 8th inning begins with a flyout, quickly 1 away. Pirates lead this one in front of the home crowd here at PNC Park in Pittsburgh as you get a look at our line score to this point in the contest. Over for a look here is Holiday, but this is well back into the stands, a foul ball. 0-1 count and the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Billy Butler will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
That one misses. It's 1-1 now to the Milwaukee first baseman. Hit on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Andrew McCutchen steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
On the ground to third. Gloved by Santana, and reined in 1 away. Mark Reynolds strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hamilton on the move. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
Ready now, Ryan Ridley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Around first, heading for second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Now batting.
Carlos Beltran will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
3-0 now. Third double of the game for these guys as you see the comparison there. Hit high and deep is straightaway right field. Back goes Reddick at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Well, and if this game's not totally in the bag now, it sure feels awfully close. This is going to make the score now 7-2. And with the trouble they've had scoring so far, closing what will be a minimum of a 5-run gap might be just a little bit too much to ask.
Here comes the 0-1. And Holiday swings and misses and falls behind quickly, 0-2.
These guys have put together back-to-back doubles. He was looking for a third with that swing.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Up with it, Gasso. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Last chance coming up. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Pittsburgh, PA. 9th inning about to start in this one. Josh Reddick will stand in to start off the 9th here with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. The 2-2 pitch. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for Milwaukee, third baseman
Carlos Santana gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. John Jaso makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. And that misses inside, 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And that's swung on and missed, so the Brewers are down to their final strike now.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And he's going to put this one away, and the Pirates have held serve here at home. They take games 1 and 2 of this series as this one is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
Here now is our final.
So that'll just about do it.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. The Yankees defeated the visiting Tigers 7-5. For Game 3 of the ALDS, the A's third baseman, number 5, swung the bat well with 3 hits as Oakland took down the Mariners 8-5. They take a 2-1 series lead into Game 4. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason.